thank you for joining me, Mr. Chairman, Alan Wilson.
It's a pleasure, as you know, Lee.
Of course. Not even a slight bit of sarcasm in there. That's what I like.
Not.
So, post-match after the Knaresborough game, 1-1. Maybe a little bit disappointing tonight, but how do you reflect on the start of the season as a whole?
It's been excellent, hasn't it? I mean, the quality of football that we're playing, the actual energy that the guys are putting in is absolutely superb. How can you not enjoy that?
Yeah. So obviously, I think the fans probably at every home game so far this season, the players have received a standing ovation off the pitch. I mean, obviously the fans seem happy with how things are going. Maybe tonight's result and perhaps the Barton game, slightly results don't reflect the performance, but you know the FA Cup games are definitely a strong point.
Yes, definitely, I agree. The cup games we've scored 7 goals, haven't we? Yeah. In the two cup games. Sure. And the quality of our play overall in those games has been good. And in neither of those games have we looked to be in real trouble. It's the league against Barton we were outdone by some spoiler tactics, some professionalism, and we're at the end of the day, I think we're a bit unlucky. Tonight, we should have buried it by midway through the second half, but we didn't. And it's goals that count at the end of the day.
Yeah, one of those, we chalk it off to experience and move on to next week.
But we didn't lose.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. We're talking maybe off the pitch then, as chairman, if you know, opportunity to speak to the fans here, those who are watching, hopefully a lot of people. What would your message to the fans be in regards to off the pitch activities, and where can we improve?
Well, I think the way that we're going is yards, miles better than where we have been in recent years. The sports club, as you know, Lee, is doing extremely well. Our actual sponsorship, Bob, is working extremely well. The catering side is brilliant. All avenues of the club, even the programme that got the second best, we're doing everything right, but we shouldn't be, what shall we say, complacent. We have to move forward.
Yeah.
The club has to grow in order to survive, and as you know, we fight in the council at every step, so we have to be better than better. And all I can say is the fans have got behind the club. The support on Saturday was absolutely out of this world. To take 50 odd people up to a round trip of 240 odd miles at this level of football is probably unknown.
Yeah.
And all praise to the fans, and they got the right result.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day.
And so what's next for the football club then? We talk about the club as in not just the players and the management, the backroom team, but the fans, the volunteers. What are you hoping to see next?
Well, as you know, we've got the stadium development coming along in 2 years. Just how much we'll get involved in the design of that is to be said. But we have a team both on the field and off the field. That's, I think, for the first time in many, many years, we're all pulling together, and we can see the goal, and it's a happy club.
Sure.
Really
and it's pointing the right way as well. Would you say that off the field pulling together seems to be quite clearly reflected?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think it's the only way forward, because if a club to survive has got to grow.
Needs everyone though, right?
Does.
Everyone. So everyone stood around the wall tonight has a part to play.
But every one of those Goole supporters recognise the effort put in by the players. Yeah. There is no heckling, no nothing, because they actually recognise what these kids are putting in. Are you aware that when we played concert, the average age of the team was 24? Yeah. We had 11 players, 23 or under in that team.
So who was the old one pulling the average age up? no names.
Well, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, on that day, he played out of his socks, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he was easily the man of the match on that day.
Sure.
And when there could have been so many different men of the matches.
So what do we need now? Right, like next week, what do we need to do? What's in the short term to make the club grow next?
It's very, very difficult. How do you take it forward? Bob is working his socks off to get the local businesses involved, and he is doing.
So a bit more community support never goes amiss, does it?
And maybe just a little bit of support from the council, maybe. Maybe somebody from the council actually recognises what we've done as a club.
And putting Goole on the map, right?
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
we've beat Concert here from the northeast. We've beat Carlisle away at their place.
And we got the plaudits from their chairman that said we're a great bunch of supporters.
Sure.
Yeah.
So a little bit of council support would help.
Without any doubt. But
and more volunteers and more support for the supporters club.
Again, we'll never ever run out of the number of volunteers. We'll always find jobs within the club or outside the club.
Yeah.
You know, to work and
whether it's 1 hour or 30 hours, right?
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We'll take everyone's effort within the club.
Absolutely.
Because this club, as we know now, year on year over the last 4 years, we've just grown at little steps.
Yeah, yeah.
But potentially this year,
Accelerating.
big
Big steps, sure.
And if we get the performances and the look, maybe a top 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pressure, Mick and Jacko.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. The
Pleasure.
club seems to be
As
pointing in the right way, and we'll catch up again a couple of months when the weather's worse and see where we are then.
Yeah.
Thank
indeed.
you.
No problem.